Good morning, good day, everyone. I don't know where I got morning from. It's in the afternoon right now. I wanted to give a quick chit chat about handshakes. It came to my attention that certain factions of the left are trying to get rid of handshakes. Now, they're trying to call them racist. I don't understand this. Everything is racist these days. I don't get that. Um, the thing is handshakes are not racist, but they are, however, a very good telltale sign of the person that you're shaking hands with. Between body language and handshakes, you can tell a lot about a person. See, people communicate in many, many, many different ways. Verbally, like I'm doing with you right now. Body language, like, again, I'm doing with you right now. And handshakes. And handshakes are actually very important in the sense that you can tell a lot about a person. And I'll give you an example. A firm handshake shows confidence and strong character. If it's the skin is rough, it also shows that he's a hard manual labor. If the skin is soft, it shows that either A, he sits at a desk all day typing on a computer, which you'll be able to feel with the fingertips, or he doesn't do anything, which you'll be able to feel throughout the whole hand. So the next time you shake a hand on somebody, hold that hand just for a moment. Feel what that hand feels like. Is it a firm handshake? Is it calloused? It tells you a lot. The location of the calluses, the depth of the calluses tells you everything you need to know about that person. Now, just because they have soft hands and no calluses doesn't mean they don't work. Just keep that in mind, because there are some people, and traditionally it would be the mothers that are stay-at-home parents. There are men out there that are stay-at-home parents, so they're not going to have the same kind of calluses. And once you understand the way a handshake's supposed to feel and able to compare it to different handshakes, you'll start to understand the people that you deal with. You read their body language, you feel their handshake, and you won't believe what you'll know about that person before they even say a word. Okay, so let's not worry about whether handshakes are racist or not. Because quite frankly, a person with a good handshake, with a strong handshake, is a good person to have around you. A person with a weak handshake is not somebody that you're going to want to try and count on to get a job done when it's necessary. A weak handshake shows lack of confidence, lack of character. Something to think of. And let me give you a little tip too. When you do a handshake, don't try and short that person by grabbing just his fingers. Give them the opportunity to make the full connection. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you grab just the fingers, you're going to get a weak handshake every time because they can't get a grip. Give them the opportunity to get a grip. You'll be surprised the difference in the handshakes. All right? Don't short them. Get right in there. Let them webs of the thumbs come together. It'll tell you everything you need to know about a person, and he won't ever have to say a word. Watch the body language and feel the handshakes. Getting rid of a handshake because it's racist is nonsense. Not everything is racist in this world. If it was, you'd still have to get around it. You'd still have to find a way through it. These individuals who are calling racism on the stupidest things, what are you going to do when life hits you in the face? What are you going to do when you actually meet a racist, a real racist, a white supremacist? What are you going to do then? You can't handle let me just restart. One of these colleges, I can't think of the name of it, they were going through an old yearbook from the 80s, and they found a couple of individuals posing with the rebel flag, and they turned out to be teachers. And this is just recently they found this photo. It was in a yearbook. Times were different then, okay? People weren't so race sensitive then. Racism was all but unheard of in America at that time. It's just recently, in the last few years, that racism has taken a forefront to everything again. But anyways, these teachers have apologized, and now they want these teachers fired for a photo they took 37 years ago as students of this college. Now, the only crime that I know of that doesn't have a statute of limitations is murder. So why is a photo, 37-year-old photo, that important to these people? Well, it all boils down to being offended. Okay? Everybody feels they have to be offended these days. Everybody. You know what? I'm offended by everybody being offended. How's that? Does that make me cool now? No, it doesn't. What is cool is when you can see a situation for what it is, deal with it as necessary, if necessary, and move on. We're blurring out again. There we go. And move on. Move on with your life. Because life's too short to be dwelling on nonsense. It is. I remember when I was 18. I was 18, it seems like, just last week. Not anymore. This will prove it. Not 18 anymore, but it seems like it was last week. Life's too short to be worrying about somebody posing with the rebel flag. Let me tell you something. That rebel flag doesn't even stand for what people think it stands for. Okay? That rebel flag is a symbol of our history. It's a symbol of our heritage. Good or bad, it is a part of America. No matter how you view it, it's a part of America. Now, I could tell you what it stands for, but you know what? You'd be better served looking it up. You got Google. Look it up. Now, don't go with the first thing you read on Google. Sort through it. Type in true history of the rebel flag. You'll find out when you do, if you go through it very carefully and read what's there. If it, and this is the way you can tell whether it's the truth or not. If it fits your worldview perfectly, chances are it ain't true. Keep that in mind. Read, read, read. Learn, learn, learn. It's the only way you're going to get to the truth of things. Listening to what your college professors are telling you when it comes to politics and history, it's not going to get you there. All right? You need to do it yourself. You need to open up Google. You need to open up other search engines. And you need to type in what you want to learn. And go with the thing that sits right around the middle. That's what I do. Go with things that sit right around the middle. Because that's where most of the truth is. It's not all going to be truth, but that's where most of the truth is in the middle. And once you find yourself reading what's in the middle, then you'll find that you're actually going to learn the real truth behind events, people, and everything else. All right, well, I've had this going long enough. Have a good day.